Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and a miserable Jason Cundy. Still to come, we're going to discuss Brentford. They're up to 5th in the Premier League after beating Sunderland 3-0. We'll head over to Sydney as well for the final Ashes test. But let's also talk about Man City gaffer Pep Guardiola and hear from him. He's been speaking to talkSPORT and he was asked if he put his side's recent poor form down to the hectic schedule.
There's a lot of games, but when we don't win, we cannot just make a big. I know I've been in the teams and winning that always we find a way to win the games. Always we found it, in a good way, in that way. And in the past maybe we find a lot that we were not good. Also we find a way to win the games. In these 3 games it was completely opposite. We didn't play in incredible the level that we work is, because always you try to control many aspects and try to do it, but we are not able to win the games.
Yeah, disappointing night for them. Amazing night for Arsenal. I mean, they can go even further away from everyone in the Premier League. It is looking like they are going to win.
Yeah, it does. And it's been 3 draws on the spin. Man City have kind of not surrendered. That's not fair, but they just don't have enough. Arsenal have been excellent. They have. They're defensively only 14 goals. Man City closest to them 19. All right, it's only 5 goals, but the closer you get to the title, those goals, they lost 2 games, Arsenal. One of them was against Liverpool, which they were desperately unlucky.
Yeah.
The other one was against Villa, last-minute winner. So they're going to go 8 points clear. It's their title. From this point, it's inconceivable to think they can't win it. You can't. There's no excuses from this point.
No.
Because I've said they're going to win it. I've said the last 3 seasons they're going to win it, and they come up short, but they've always been there. They're always like ratting about, putting in a challenge. They didn't sustain it. This year, City have dropped. Arsenal been there every single time. Arsenal been putting the scoreboard pressure. We win, it's over to you. We win, over you. And City have dropped the ball. They've dropped the ball. And they've not been good enough, and they're not good enough. That's the truth. They're not. And that's fine, and that's okay, because you can't keep doing it every single year. Pep will come again. He'll evaluate what's going on, assuming that he's going to be a manager next year. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be, and they'll come again. But right now, you can't argue with Arsenal, mate. That's the problem. You can't argue with it.
No, absolutely not. Loads to go at. Loads of people phoning in. I'm going to go to David. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Dave?
All right, Dave-o.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Up the Chelsea, Dave.
Up the Chelsea.
Hello, Jace. You all right?
Hello, matey.
Right.
Up the Chelsea.
Always. Do you know what? Always cheers me up? Hearing Tottenham lose.
Yeah.
But joking aside, right, I don't know whether you remember me calling in,
Right.
I don't know, maybe a year ago, 18 months ago, saying I
Don't remember what I had for breakfast,
relegated.
Dave.
I know, Dave. I know him. Go on, Dave.
Oh, Dave, from a year ago. Yeah, I remember Dave. You come on, talk about Chelsea,
it's not
didn't you?
Listen, it ain't that often that you get people ringing up and saying they hope their team gets relegated. We need to get rid of those owners. The trouble with it is, Jamie, right? And I don't mean this disrespectfully. The people, the pundits, people like you involved in football, it's all fun and games. You're so detached from it all now, because the supporters like me, we're seeing what we love taken away from us. Those people running Chelsea Football Club, they don't look in the trophy cabinet at the end of the season. They look at the bank account, and they're killing the game. It's not just us. It's Manchester United. Liverpool had it
Who's killing
a few
the game?
years ago. Look at what's happening with FIFA and the World Cup. It's all about the dollar, and they're killing the game.
What are you on about? You spent £1 billion.
No, I ain't spent £1 billion.
Well, the club has.
No, Chelsea have. But the thing
So
about
what are you on
it is
about?
that I'm on about the people running Chelsea Football Club don't want me. They want people who are going to come and come once in a lifetime, spend £200 on a ticket, and then go to the mega store and spend 200 or 300 quid in there, make them a massive, massive profit. And for people like me who've kept that club going for years and years and years, all the supporters from every football club, not just Chelsea.
I don't believe that's the case, mate. I'm sorry. I don't.
It is.
It's not. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
I'm telling you, it is. They don't want us. They don't want me. All I do is spend 850 quid on my season ticket, and get a programme. I don't buy anything out of the megastore, and they can sell package tickets for £200 a game, and then and they're taking people are putting their tickets on the ticket exchange, right? Where Chelsea don't even give them their money back. You buy a season ticket, right? Every game's on a Saturday at the start of the season,
Dave,
right?
What's that got to do with Chelsea's performance?
Oh, it's got nothing to do. I couldn't care less what happens on the pitch. I'm more interested in keeping the club going for people like me, who's been going all our lives, who want our kids to go and our kids' to go. And the way it's going, the people running our football club don't want me. The best bit about that game today was the absolute support to get Egg Barley and Clear Lake out of our football club because they killed it. We were spoiled under Mr. Abramovich, but I'll tell you what, at least he listened to the supporters. He got what support was all about. These people couldn't care less about us. All they want is people with money. They've got a dugout club there, right, where people, last season people were paying £12,000 to sit behind the benches. They walk across, they stand on the side of the pitch, watch the players.
But you ain't got to spend 12 grand, have you?
No, but if they had the opportunity to, they'd have 40,000 people in there spending 12 grand, and they wouldn't give a toss about me. There's better supporters than me, right? But I've missed about 5 games, home, away, and in Europe, in about 30 years.
Right.
And they don't give a toss about people like me. They just want to replace people like me with tourists who are going to spend big bucks. And as I said, they don't look at the trophy cabinet at the end of the season. They look at the bank account. And the trouble with it is that if Chelsea start winning trophies under this lot, they're going to charge people even more. And
They've won trophies. You're Club World Champions.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know. And they're charging £65 for a semi-final ticket in the League Cup against Arsenal. £65. Arsenal are charging something like 35 or 40.
Dave, what about on the pitch, Dave? Because I know that there's...
Right. I thought Cucurella, that was a silly challenge. Last man, he had to go. He lost his head. He didn't have to do that.
But Dave, what about... Look, there is a fresh start. There is a new beginning.
Listen, Callum McFarlane's done well, mate. I thought he did really well. And, good luck to Liam Rosenia. Yeah. I wish him all the best. Jason, I never slag off. Do you know what I mean? I hate Tottenham. I would never slag off any of the footballers or the managers because I could live to be 10,000 years old, train 3 times a day with a football, and wouldn't be a millionth as good as any professional footballer, right? I wish that. To me, they're all idols, and I cheer every one of them. I back everybody in the blue shirt. I thought when they went down to 10 men, I thought the effort they put in was top, but the discipline is bad. The discipline is terrible. Cucurella got a red card, and they got 3 subsequent bookings within about a minute.
Up the Chelsea.
Do you know what? Discipline is...
Up the Chelsea.
No, discipline's a major problem this season. And it goes to last season. And you go back into like Newcastle away. Jackson gets a red card. Jackson got a red card again in the Club World Champions, in the Club World Cup. Got a red card. Casado got banned in the Club World Cup. That is something that cannot continue. You can't keep putting yourself behind the 8 ball every other game. That's what it feels like. You can't. Red card. Red card FC.
Red card FC. All right, keep your calls coming in. You want to have your say. Spurs fans, I want to hear from you as well. Thomas Frank, I don't know where I go from here, but there's been so many games to get through. I mean, I'll give you just a quick roundup. If you don't know, obviously tonight's football, Bournemouth, they won 3-2 against Spurs. Brentford, flying. They won 3-0 against Sunderland. Crystal Palace, 0-0 with Aston Villa. Everton, 1-1 with Wolverhampton Wanderers. They ended with 9 men, Everton. Fulham beat the Chelsea. Fulham, Yeah, Fulham 2-1. What a result. The Chelsea. Man City 1-1 with Brighton. Burnley 2-2 with Man United. And an absolute thriller at St James's Park. 4-3. Unbelievable game that was. Newcastle fans want to hear from you. 03 717 223344.
Andy.